let's see if this is working. I'm trying to check while I'm on my phone. So let's see. Should be live. Okay, it is working. What's going on, Chris G? Shout outs to y'all. Hanging out in the back today. What's going on, War Master? Shout outs to you. Beach, what's going on? I gotta keep my phone right here so I can see y'all comments. Ace Breezy, what's going on, man? Shout outs to everybody here. Dez, what's going on? Body, what's going on? Yeah, nah, actually, I've been had this camera. This is my 360 camera. Damn, this thing damaged already. We'll see. We'll see. What's going on, Prime Time? Well, shout outs to everybody here. I'm glad it worked. This was supposed to be like a test stream, but I'm glad it's working. You did. So we'll get into today's show topic. Hopefully my audio's okay. This thing got 5 microphones on it, but I don't know how good the mics are, so we'll see. So he said get a tablet at some point. Yeah, I am. I got it coming. New 580, what's going on? KC, what's going on? Sound Mind, what's going on? Yeah, they love the reset conversations, right? And y'all know who's resetting the conversation. Royce J, what's going on, man? So, I saw a video yesterday. And the video that I saw yesterday, I didn't even click on it. Okay? I like the Saint in the Center. He's cool. I told y'all I saw a video with him like a while back. It was like a long time ago. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this volume down. What's going on, Black Jerusalem? This is like a while back. And he was talking about pimping. He was talking about pimping. And I didn't hear from him for a long time. But the video, when I saw the video, it was an old video. It wasn't like no new video. The video, yeah, I got me a Camacho. The video was what's going on, Chickadee? He said you got a big dub on Bernard's earlier. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Beach, what's going on? She said I know someone, DJ Burnwin. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I like DJ Burnwin. Hell yeah. Yo, throw it at me, Black Caesar. Let me tell y'all something. Speaking of tech, y'all gonna hate me. So I got a new thing. We gonna get back into the conversation, but I got a new thing. I got a new thing that I'm doing, right? Where I find some of the most weirdest instruments. I got a real weird instrument coming soon, but I wanted to do something where I got some of the most weirdest instruments and I show them to y'all. And When I say weird instrument, it's a weird instrument and it produces a weird sound. Okay? Let me show y'all something. This came a little bit late. What's going on, Body? Sir, what's going on? Rissa Rose, what's going on? This came a little bit late, but it's called a kalimba. Look at this. Let's see if I got it right. It's called a kalimba. Hold on. What's going on, Mace? He said, nah, I can rock with him. He comes at dudes negatively. You can have criticism, but shade is for the shady. Manny, all right, so here's the ports, bro. So I got these guitar pedals that I'm gonna run this into. And it comes with this port right here. So I think this is like a phone, headphones port or whatever. And it picks up the sound and I can run it through a guitar pedal. But it's damaged right here. He said for your tech channel, call it the Technosphere. The kalimba is dope. Thank you, bro. Hell yeah. So I'm gonna be doing like songs or like be doing like probably live shows and just do some like ambient noises. Cause I'm waiting for something. I'm waiting for something else to come in the mail. Oh, this is cool and weird at the same time. I'm waiting for something to come in the mail that's gonna get mailed probably earlier next month, and it is really gonna help with the ambient noises. But I do got some tech that will help with the ambient noises. But that's not the weirdest instrument that I got, y'all. Check this out. So let me explain this to y'all before I just pull it out, because I know black people gonna talk shit. There's this what's going on, Tom Malone? Jay, what's going on? Alright, so I'm in the synthesizers, right? Because what they're doing right now in the music industry is running synthesizers through guitar pedals. Aside from just running guitars through guitar pedals, right? So there's this instrument called the omatone. No, it's called the automaton. And it was made in Japan. And it's a synthesizer. But it's a weird synthesizer. It's like a toy, but it's not a toy, but it is a toy. And it looks like a toy. So there's a lot of things in the music industry or like beat makers what they don't respect. And I'm pretty sure they will call this a toy, right? Y'all gonna laugh when y'all see this shit. Hold on. What's going on, no sweetheart? Shango, what's going on? Mace. So I got it right here. It's called the automaton. This is it. This is it. And it has a mouth and everything. This is it. But look. See that? So look. Isn't that weird? Now imagine this going through a synthesizer. Well, not a synthesizer, but imagine this going through a guitar pedal. What type of weird noise will, you know, what you can make from it. And I'm gonna just go make some fun videos with it. So, and you can tune it. You can get bass. You can turn it up. Go high. This shit is crazy, man. Welcome to the world of music. Find whatever you can and start making noise with it, man. Welcome to the world of music, man. Wake up today and record something great. Blue Bombers, what's going on? Stefford, what's going on? It looks like a sax. Tampa, what's going on? You said for instrumental work, music, you can easily work that in. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's just fun. Like I've been just like experimenting with a lot of things and then learning how to incorporate it into what I'm doing. Now the next thing that I got coming, I'm gonna show y'all, and that thing I dropped some bread on. That thing I dropped some bread on, y'all. But some of y'all probably know what it is already. Actually, you know what? Not too many people watch these live streams when I go live like this, so I might as well tell y'all what it is. Okay, so I forgot his name. I'm gonna have all my information together once it comes in, because then I gotta do a show. I'm just waiting for it to come in before I actually do a show on it. It's this yeah, I'm gonna try the Technosphere. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because Black Caesar, and I'm gonna give you credit for that because you always give me great ideas, man. Very smart brother right there, Black Caesar. So look, it's this thing called the Thurman, and he teamed together with this other guy that's known in the music industry named Moog. His last name is Moog, which is funny because one of my friends, their last name is Moog, right? Or Moog, M-O-O-G. So, I was talking to you guys a while ago about music and like futuristic sounds. And one thing I mentioned to you guys was like how it was so crazy, like how in the 60s and in the 50s they had like futuristic cars like the Galaxy. The cars looked like spaceship. They had wings. They had all kinds of stuff like, you know, going on with their cars, because, you know, it was kind of more like spacey, but it really wasn't futuristic. And the reason why they had an obsession or a fascination with like space or like you know like the moon and I don't know, like just futuristic shit. I don't know how to really explain it. I'm kind of trying to move forward with what I'm saying. Was because it was during the World War, you know, and the Cuban Missile Crisis. Niggas just thought this planet was gonna blow the fuck up, and they were gonna go onto a rocket ship and go live in space and shit. Cool, right? So, what's going on, MTGV? What's going on? What's going on, Ism? Shout outs to everybody here, man. Gangsta, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, the Jetsons lied to us, right. You know what I'm saying? So everybody really thought like it was gonna be, you know, we were gonna be in space and stuff like that, which is pretty cool, right? So they had an obsession with space, but it was kind of futuristic, but it wasn't futuristic. And then like you know, like like later on, like in the late 70s, early 80s, people really start using like synths, like electric guitars, synths, and all kinds of stuff start getting used in music. Like music took on a real like electric sound, like power chords and all kinds of different sounds that they were getting out of these synthesizers and stuff, like big synths, like old school stuff that I'm gonna show y'all on this channel. Old school stuff that I got my hands on that I'm gonna show y'all on this channel. So one thing that that I saw that I think that gave birth to electric music was something called the theremin, and it basically looks like a radio. The one that I'm getting is more up to date, obviously, right? But it looks like a radio, and your left hand is supposed to control the volume, and then it has like a wire here, and your right hand controls like the pitch. So this controls the volume, this controls the pitch, and you basically you basically just move your hands and like open up your hands and make movements with your hands, and it creates sound, it creates music because of the pitch. And you got to keep like certain metals away from it because it'll pick it up. It's like a real strong instrument. So I'm like, oh hell, y'all should have showed me that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should. I shouldn't have. How dare I find that shit? So I'm gonna get one of those. Well, it's on the way. And hey man, I'm gonna be making some music with it. I got a guitar pedal that I'm trying to run it through, but the real pedal is on the way. But I got the Zoya, which is more than enough to work with, and I got the shallow water that I'm gonna run it through. So in the future on this channel, but especially on the tech channel that I'm building right now, I'm just gonna be putting out a whole bunch of ambient music. Like I'm just about to I got like a overhead rack thing so you can see the guitar pedal. I got something where I can switch the camera views. So if I want to, like, you know, do a view of me playing it while at the same time it's going through the guitar pedal, I can do that. Or if I want to play something weird like this weird automaton, or if I want to run something like this kalimba, like I told you, this kalimba right here, you know, I can start running these sounds through it because now I got the means of taking the sound from the instrument through the guitar pedal so you guys can hear it. So it's gonna be cool, you know what I'm saying, just to mess around with that stuff. And he said, what's good? He said, all is well, saw you on Bernard Riley show. What's going on, Hot Rod? Shout outs to you. Shout outs to everybody that was over at Bernard Riley, man. John Jones, what's going on? AB, what's going on? Shango, what's going on? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, Afi? Shout outs to y'all, man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, make sure you guys follow and support channels and brothers that's gonna bring new information to you guys, because you never know who you're gonna inspire, man. You make sure you press record today and make sure, you know, you record something amazing. You know, be inspiring. Now I know my background look crazy. I'm in the backyard just hanging out, smoking one with you and talking to y'all, playing with my 360 camera, seeing if it works. So the regular view works. I don't know if the 360 view will work, but we'll play with that another day. So like I said, follow and support content creators that are going to show you something different, that are going to bring new instruments, new content, new things onto the scene. Because like I said, I'm changing up the channel. This year is going to be our year. Don't worry about it. New channel on the way also, which is nothing but tech and stuff like that. This channel will be for Manosphere stuff, but every once in a while I will throw something very creative on here that will take you out of this weird Manosphere mindset. So with that said, let's get back to the content that you guys, what's going on, Keith? Quasi, what's going on? Let's get back to the content that you guys, I guess, basically came here for. So we're bringing up this Mode 1 shit again. We're bringing up this Mode 1 shit again. And you know who's really behind this Mode 1 shit, aside from the saint and the sinner, all the quote-unquote anti-game voice. I said anti-game voice. Shout outs to War Master. I was reading this thing, selling beats. He said Emperor's voice, do it. I ain't gonna sell them just yet. They're for free for people in the manosphere. They're definitely for free. The first set of beats that I put out. But this is the thing, y'all. This is the thing. You said any channel musically inclined, I'm subbing ASAP. That's what's up. No, I don't have about 100. What's going on, Rashawn? I don't have about 100. But this is the thing, y'all. Why are people so obsessed with game? Why is it? Why are people so obsessed with game? Have y'all ever asked those channels that y'all go to, why y'all so obsessed with game? Do you not have your own set of content that you can talk about? Why you gotta talk about game 24/7? Or what is game, or critique game and stuff like that? Why you gotta talk about game 24/7? Damn. You know, if they didn't if they didn't circle me out to be one of those game niggas, you know, I would rarely ever say game as much as I do right now. Do you know that? I would rarely ever mention the game. And I'm not the most gamed up guy. I'm not they try to make me seem like I'm painting myself like I'm a chick magnet. Like as soon as I walk into the room, a whole bunch of bitches just start gravitating to me and shit like that. No. So now, and I know what the Satanist Center is doing. I got mad respect for him, but come on, bro. Come on, bro. You came in the game talking about that pimp shit. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mode 1 and speaking to women like that in that manner is not just something that you just do just outright randomly, okay? I already told y'all, if y'all get y'all ass up and go outside, I know exactly what Alan Roger Curry is doing. Alan Roger Curry has been on my show more than 3 times, and we sat down there and we explained to y'all exactly what he's doing. Now, he's vague about it because I understand to a certain degree that's his selling point, and he explains it in the book in a different type of way. If you read his books, he kind of stretches it out about how he explains it to you guys. But he cold reads. He cold reads a woman before he does that. And you guys have to learn how to cold read also before you can understand what's going on. You can't be just some random dude that don't know anything about interacting with women or people or everybody outside. You cold read people. If you see me outside and I have a one wheel, it's safe to assume that you can walk up to me and start talking about a one wheel. So if I see a woman outside with a skimpy ass outfit, it's safe to assume that she wants attention and a certain type of attention. So if I walk up to her and I say certain things, I give her the attention that she wants. Is she attracted to me? Who knows? Is she not attracted to me? Who knows? But throughout what I'm saying and stuff, I can get her attention and I can basically figure out that question on my own. Or she can basically figure out that question on my own. Or the content of the conversation that you have with this young lady can sway that into your court or sway it the other way. You know? Hold on, let me see who else is in the room. Tac Man, what's going on? Third Ward, what's going on? Now, is mode 1 like a gun-ho type of approach? Yes. Because it's unsuspecting, but it's genius at the same time. See, no one wants to get approached and fight. Honestly, mode 1, especially now more than ever, even back then, even though it's more cool to be socially savvy, it's a social loophole. It's a social loophole. You know what I'm saying? You know what else is a social loophole? If you see a group of women sitting at the table, instead of walking over there and say, "Hey, ladies, what's going on?" When they hear that, they automatically think you're trying to holler at them. And everything you might say after that, whether they're attracted to you or not, may come off as whack. But when you're socializing with women, it's better to be corny than to be just straight out dry. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it's better to be corny when you're approaching women than just straight out dry, because that way, if you're being corny on purpose, you can test to see who out of that group has a has a sense of humor, and usually that's the one that you want to gravitate towards, or that's the one you want to conversate whatever. I mean, that's the one you want to direct your conversation towards, because a lot of times, like, let's say you're approaching a group and it's like two girls. One girl's very pretty, that's the one you want to talk to, and one girl is kind of okay. But compared to this girl, the girl that you want to talk to, because like I told y'all see a lot of weird stuff out in the field. Like sixes hang out with fours to look like sevens. You know what I'm saying? Or sevens hang out with fives to look like 7.5, 8. You know? Stuff like that makes sense outside. But you gotta go outside. What's going on, Gold Professor? Shout outs to Gold Professor. Stuff like that makes sense, but you gotta go outside. So what I'm saying is, certain things make sense. So instead of going up to a group of women and say, hey ladies, you can go up to a group of women and say, what's up with you guys? You can literally call a group of women guys. That's a social loophole. So you could come in undetected whether you trying to spit game or not spit game. Hey, what's up guys? Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. Not let me ask you girls a question. Let me ask you young, beautiful, sexy, hot, voluptuous ladies a question. No, you say guys. Let me ask you guys a question, and then you shoot your question. Don't wait for them to say yes or no. You shoot your question. And this way, you plunge into a conversation with them. Now, that's just one piece of the situation, right? When it comes to socializing, mode 1, and Alan might hate me for telling y'all this. No one is ready for you to run up on them and start fighting, not physically but verbally. Okay? So if you approach a woman and you say something that she normally doesn't hear on a day-to-day basis, and you don't make a big deal about it, you're like, hey man, you're very sexy, I would like to date you for such and such, or I would like to have this type of relationship with you, or whatever. The boldness of you saying that right there on the spot makes her have to make a decision. Yo, am I attracted to you? Do I want to share your company? Hey, you said some crazy shit to me, let's talk for a while. Or I'm downright offended. There's like honestly, when you run up on people, it's like a social experiment. When you kind of state what you want to do so boldly, and you've done this for a long time, there's but so many routes she can go. There's but so many routes humans can go. Because, see, we want to believe that we're more socially advanced than what we really are, when we have what's called herd mentality. Whereas if you've seen somebody respond a certain way to something, then it's safe to say the next person might respond that way to something, or whatever. But either way, your response to things, or her response to things, can rock her into certain pockets of a social interaction, that if you're comfortable with dealing with those certain type of pockets, then you're good. What I mean by that is, like, let's say you say something to her and she's offended, but the undertone is she's not really offended. Society tells her to be offended by it, but deep down inside you're like, look, why are you trying to play like you're offended? You know what I'm talking about. And then she gonna be, then some of them, they might even break down to you. Look, sometimes when you approach them and you're like, yo, why are you pretending like you offended? Like, especially if you take a bold approach. I really don't take the bold approach like that, because, like, you know, like a lot of people say, you'll leave a lot of pussy on the table, or whatever. See, Alan Roger Curry, he's about not wasting his time. So if he approaches a woman and he's very bold and straight and direct with her, and she's pretending like she's offended just because nobody never really said nothing like that to her, like, recently, it's like, why are you pretending like you're offended? You know what I'm talking about. And then give her a smile or something. Sometimes they actually break down and be like, you know what, you're right. Or sometimes they get into an argument with you, and when you get into like a slight argument, it's like, yo, do you say that to women all the time? How dare you? Blah, blah, blah. You know, the prudish ones putting their hand on their hip and shit. How dare you say that to me? Blah, blah, blah. And then you could be like, why are you acting like you're such an angel? I know you a demon. You a little freak. But look, we're gonna figure this out. So look, are you gonna you know, do you want to spend my company? Do you want to have my company in the future or not? You know what I'm saying? Or you can go along with the argument with her. And then what you can do is call flip. You can be like, you know what? You're right. You're a beautiful young lady. You got your titties out, but you're a beautiful young lady. And you know what? You know, I shouldn't have approached you like that. But guess what? You made me feel a certain type of way. And look, I want to make it up to you. Let's go out and get some dinner. Well, what would you like to eat? Or let's go out and get some lunch. Or what are you doing right now? Oh, you're not doing nothing? Cool. Let's go on an instant date. Come roll with me to this food place right here real quick. And let's go get something to eat. And let's talk about it. We could talk about how offended you are. We could talk about your fake feministic views or whatever, you know? And then you get your foot in the door. It's all about having fun and getting your foot in the door. You know? Some of y'all dudes that really want to chop up this game, you can actually really have fun with these quote-unquote feminist women. Because they're not really feminists. And you can break them down that way, and it's fun. Like, no one says that you have to believe this motherfucker's a feminist. That don't mean you can go off and go have lunch and go talk to them and go have your little fun. Because honestly, the type of bras that y'all want, they fake feminists, bro. Tell y'all the truth. But anyway, you know, I understand. Because I would, Lord bless Alan Roger Curry's soul, I wouldn't teach Mode 1. Y'all can't even... Some of y'all can't even handle a regular conversation with a broad. How the hell you gonna Mode 1? Because a lot of y'all don't go outside and understand how Mode 1 actually practically can work in the field. And that goes back to what I said on the show previously before. The way that social media got you viewing certain type of women, you actually give them more credit, or actually less credit. It really dawns down if you give them more or less credit here online, because a lot of women are more socially savvy in person than you think, and that's why the game is what it is. Because if you listen to some of these dudes, including myself at times, you would think women are dumb. Women are definitely not dumb. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, y'all? Tom Malone says, I go Mode 1 with women and give them my number. In some cases, it messes their head up. Hell yeah, they don't see it coming. That's another thing. That's another thing. They don't see it coming. That's why somebody like Alan Roger Curry, it's like, oh, Alan, oh, you're so blasphemous. Go listen to how Alan Roger Curry imitates women that he's attracted to with Mode 1. It sounds funny, but that's how it is. Cause they didn't expect it. It's like goddamn, it has to be a beehive or something over here, but it catches them off guard. That's really the magic of Mode 1, catching her off guard. That's really the magic of that shit. When you catch one of them off guard and make them make a decision, and then really start getting them to think about you in a certain type of way, shit. Cause see, me, the reason why I don't use that approach is because sometimes I'm willing to get into conversation. Honestly, I'm willing to feel someone out. I would say Mode 1 backfires more a tad bit on the guy more than it does the women. Long term. Because, you know, I would like to feel her out. And with the mode 1 approach, sometimes some of the interactions that you have with said lady, if you're doing mode 1, you kind of skip from stage 1 to like stage 3 to like stage 7. And then what happens is, once you guys do what y'all do and all the masks are off, you kind of have to backtrack and figure out stage 4, stage 2, stage 5, stage 6. You kind of have to figure that out while being around her. Now, granted, being around enough women, you kind of can make an assumption, but what does assumptions lead to? Even though you believe you know all that you know, it still leads to letdowns if you're not right, or it could lead to surprises. And the letdown could be good or bad, or that surprise could be good or bad. So, you know, mode 1 is kind of like pump and dump in a certain type of way, depending on how she reciprocates or how she responds to it. But at the same time, then you kind of do leave pussy on the table. And I want to say that because a manipulative time waster to the next guy might not be a manipulative time waster to you, but she has it in her to manipulate and time waste. And the fact that you approached her with the mode 1 approach, it would make her waste your time. So at the same time, that could be a bad thing, and then that can be a good thing, because if all you wanted from her was that, it doesn't matter if she's a manipulative time waster. She didn't waste your time getting that, and then you can move on. Or, you know, if this is all you wanted with her, like I said, it can backfire, because some of y'all, after y'all done messed around and slept with her, or y'all did whatever, or had a great night out, you might realize that you like her, and then that's when you get you get manipulated and your time wasted. So you just gotta kind of know the lay of the land. What's going on, Tehran? Yeah, they act dumb but smart on the low. And let me tell y'all something, man. Like, broads be pretending like they not that. Like, the majority of girls that were shy, they were bona fide hoes. And I know for a show they were bona fide hoes. I'm like, and I've seen it. Because I had girls that were friends, that were very attractive, that I hung out with. And the reason why I personally friend zoned them. What's going on, Platinum? The reason why, great show earlier today, Platinum. The reason why I friend zoned this girl, or these girls, because there's only a couple of them. I got 3 that I can name, but I'm pretty sure if some people, what's going on, Official? I'm pretty sure some people come around and they remind me of some stories that I've been through in the past. I could be like, oh, she was one of those girls too. But anyway, they were very attractive, but I went to a party with them. And when I went to a party with them, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the best guy friend, ladies. I'm not. And y'all not the best girlfriends as girls or whatever. But I went to a party with them, and they would get drunk off their ass and start messing with the team. And they would get so drunk sometimes that they try to add me into that shit. And I'm like, no, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't run trains. I don't run metros. I don't do none of that shit. I'm good. You know, sex ain't that serious, right? I'm not trying to get caught up in no buyer's remorse. I'm not trying to get caught up in none of that. You know, you can, hey, look, hey, shorty, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do that shit. But, you dig? But that's what they wanted to do. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, they had buyer's remorse. That's what they wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Some of them. Well, one particular one that I'm talking about. But this happened with a whole bunch of other girls. But the fact that she would do something like that, that kind of turned me off from her. And then I'm like, okay, I'm cool. But then she got other attractive friends. See, that's why I stayed around. She had other attractive friends. And I'm like, yo, who is that? Oh, she's such and such and blah, blah, blah. introduce me to her. And sometimes me and her quote unquote best friends, while she off doing whatever she doing, to a certain degree, because I'm not no gossipy ass nigga. What's going on, James? What's going on, Chris G? What's going on, Zan Man? We sat down and talked about her. Yo, does she do this with you too? Oh yeah, she does do that with you? Okay, so I know I'm not bugging. Okay, all right, we cool. You know what I'm saying? And then I get cool points with her friend, because they friend low key, even though they're not gonna ask her, be like, yo, who is that? Oh, this is such and such. Oh, this is such and such. So by the time me and her get introduced, I'm on level 3 with her friends. See, some of y'all dudes get rejected because you don't know how to maneuver from level 1 to this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's very important to learn how to go from level 1 and then starting a conversation with this girl. You know what I'm saying? Starting a conversation and then getting somewhere with this girl. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then after you get into a regular conversation, you build comfort, or you guys qualify each other, or you guys, you know what I'm saying? But it's always best to get introduced, because then you can be like, okay, where you went to school? Okay, where you can just jump into qualification. You don't have to start with a conversation. You don't have to go to transitioning into a normal conversation. You don't have to break the ice. You don't have to transition into a normal conversation. All you guys can really do is just qualify each other, or just start building comfort. Oh, you know such and such too? Okay, so this is how we're gonna build comfort. Because a lot of the girls that you're gonna be talking to, you gotta use the type of game that I talk about, which is called speed seduction. And the thing about speed seduction is getting people so comfortable around you to the point that they think that they know you, or they feel that they know you, or they're so comfortable around you that they carry themselves around you like they know you. So after a while, you getting to talking to a girl that you just met tonight like you known her for years. And to tell you the truth, that's kind of a crazy game that you're playing when you play that game, because sometimes you get so into what you're doing, you start to treat her as if you known her for a long time, and then you can get wrapped up into that. Because to tell you the truth, when it comes down to seduction and talking and getting to know people, comfort works both ways. That's even here on social media. Some of the things and the stories that I tell y'all, and some of the things that I've been through, I'm comfortable enough with you guys to talk about that. If you were just a random stranger, I probably won't talk about that. But to tell you the truth, in a lot of cases, that's not actually true. Because what a lot of people like to do, and what a lot of women like to do, and just people in general, I'm not just going to charge women up with this. If you're talking to a stranger, you don't owe that stranger shit. So you can literally completely talk to a stranger uncandid and say whatever the hell you want to say and get the hell on. You can literally talk to a stranger and tell them some of your deepest, most darkest, desired secrets and stuff, and really don't care. Women do this all the time. Women, a lot of times, don't believe it's going to go to the next level with a guy that they're just talking to, and they're like, you know what, while you're here, let me make you my emotional tampon. Let me talk to you about my boyfriend that I know you don't care about and that I don't care about, but I just want to talk to you about a situation that I'm going through and maybe get some answers. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. So if you know how to be a socially savvy guy, and you know how to walk up to this woman and you know how to talk to her and rock her into areas of conversation, which makes you seem like, or if you really are, it makes you seem like you're interesting by asking her interesting questions, and it gets her to start talking about things that she normally wouldn't talk about. Because women always hit you with the, well, I shouldn't tell you this, but let me tell you this, you know? So you got to learn how to make them interactions work for you and her. Because it's not really about running game. And it's not really about It's not really about manipulating anybody. You're just asking questions that you may have asked to a bunch of other people, and you're getting answers. Because to tell you the truth, fellas, when you go out and you start looking for a wife, the game that I'm telling you, you're gonna actually really be, and a lot of these girls are actually really interested in. It's not like you're just running game, but the stuff that I'm telling you, you're gonna actually be interested in it if this is your wife that you're trying to attract, or if this is somebody that you're gonna have around you. You know, in the beginning, asking a young lady, yo, if you were to go to sleep tonight and wake up anywhere in the world, where would it be? After a while, when you're really trying to attract a woman, you're gonna really want to know the answer to that question. Okay, you want to go to Japan? I've been to Japan also. What do you think about the bullet train? Oh, I never got on the bullet train. I do want to go on the bullet train, but I never got a chance to go on the bullet train. Okay, she just gave you an answer, and if you were intently listening, you can know what to ask her next. Okay, so did you get on any other trains while you were there? Did you get to go to Shibuya? What do you think about this art form? What do you think about their language? These are questions that you can ask that can't be easily answered with a yes or no. So when you're asking her open-ended questions, she's giving you information to multi-thread or to ask the next question. But you have to learn how to socialize, and you got to learn how to value social interactions to really understand that. You know, what's going on, Calvin? He said, good evening, chat room, and salute, peace, and blessings to you. Shout outs to you, man. Salute. So you got to know what you're asking, why you're asking that, and you got to, because like women, they're tired of getting asked the same questions. You got to be, this isn't a job interview. Low key it is, but this isn't a job interview. This isn't a job interview. Women know when you're just aimlessly asking questions and you really don't care about the answer. And you really don't care about the answer, because women are used to talking to dudes that really don't listen to what they said. And the thing is too, is that if she's attracted to you, she may entertain that. But if she's attracted to you and you're listening to what she says, then you become a little bit more attractive to her. Because women will say certain things like, wow, you know what? I spent all this time talking about myself, which is her favorite subject. I didn't get to really ask you any questions about yourself. And you got to brush it off. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's why I said, when you meet a woman, you have a window. You have a small window. You have a small window that you need to use to attract her. And she's aware of that window that you have. And the thing is that you don't want to give up too much information about yourself, especially if you don't know how to purport yourself around them or around this particular girl. You don't want to give up too much information about yourself, because the more information that you give up about yourself, the less attractive you become to her if you don't know if you don't know how to purport this information. Because dating is built off of projection. You project things onto her and she projects things onto you. The reason for the interaction is that in a lot of cases you're giving her more credit for something than what she really is, and she's giving you more credit for something than what you may really be. You know, she may call you this amazing ass guy when she doesn't know you're probably cheap. She doesn't know that, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't know how other women view you. She doesn't know a lot of things, but she believes that you're an amazing guy. And you might be an amazing guy. You might be like, well, hey, sure, you're right. You know what I'm saying? But some of the things that you say to her, or some of the things that she may say to you, little by little, start losing attraction for you. Little by little. So you got to learn how to really talk, interact and stuff, because some of these questions that you ask them, is after a while the game changes. It's not about you asking questions to manipulate or run game or to start a conversation. Sometimes you get to know the real them right there and then. You get to know the real them right there and then. So, you know, you got to just really learn how to make social interactions work for you. And you got to be out there interacting and talking with women. The other time I was on Bernard Riley's show, I had a whole bunch of dudes laughing and talking shit about me because I told y'all like an instance or a couple instances where me and my homies, or you know, or a friend or a wingman or just a homie, you know what I'm saying, that's just chilling with me for the night, that we just went out and we just it wasn't about attracting women, it was really about sharpening our social skills, because your social skill it's a muscle. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't been out there socializing, you get rusty. Right now I'm rusty. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a relationship right now. I shouldn't even be really going out and socializing with other women with the intentions of vetting them or getting to know them. I gotta be a faithful nigga, right? So what I'm saying is that, you know, and I've been rusty before this because I've been just working on my business and stuff like that. But I do understand that, okay, if I need to go out and I need to go socialize with women and stuff and get back into my social element, I would have to have a whole bunch of practice. Even though I've done this hundreds of times. I've done this a couple hundreds of times. Do I get rejected? Hell yeah. Do they say no? Hell yeah. Do I get my time wasted at times? Hell yeah. Can I help all of that? You're damn straight. You know how much bitches told me no? You know how much hoes told me no? And then turned around and told me yes? You know, it doesn't matter if they say no. They turn around and say yes. It doesn't matter. Women are going to tell you no. Get used to it. No. No. No is a wonderful word. You ever told her no? It's a beautiful word. Get used to it. No. Jobs are going to tell you no, but guess what? You only need that one yes. Okay? And if you're actively approaching somebody that you're attracted to, that yes is a okay. Sure, bud. It's good. These dudes in this space want to gloat and gallivant around like bras don't tell you no. And then this is another thing about the game. You can do every single thing right and still don't get the chick. Nothing is guaranteed. And you shouldn't assume that it's guaranteed. So when I told them that me and my dudes were hanging out just to get the social interaction from certain women, it didn't make sense to them. Because number one, they don't have no game. Number two, they don't go outside. Number three, they don't understand that the mouthpiece is more important. These dudes don't even know how to talk to a broad to get a one-night stand, much less how to maintain a relationship. And then you think women are wrong because a woman doesn't want to find out a relationship that she's in. She got to control everything. She got to do everything. She got to worry about what's to eat tonight, where she's going. And she got a grown-ass man beside her that should be doing some of these things, man. So a lot of these women are not wrong. They're not wrong. What's going on, man? You said, hey, they have to say yes, fellas, but no means no. A lot of women's no means yes, too. But you got to understand verbal cues. We'll talk about that, you know? Yeah, see? Yeah, they may say no at first, but then they say yes later. Yeah. Yep. He said, nobody bats 1,000 in baseball, and it's true. Also, when dealing with women, you strike out more than you get hits. Yeah, because it's a numbers game. And it's more of a numbers game for us than it is for them. That's why, like, a lot of the young ladies that have came on my panel before, I'm figuring out, yo, ladies, why are you playing the numbers game? Because, see, women play the numbers game backwards. They try to see how much dudes they can attract, and then they want to any, mini, miny, mo, and pick out a dudes because women like options. You don't got to know that much about women. All you need to know is that they want more, just for the sake that they can be any, mini, miny, mo. If I'm a picky creature by nature, in a lot of cases, or I'm an emotional creature, one day I'm hot, one day I'm cold, I would like to have the option to pick between hot and cold. Should in case one day I wake up I'm hot, I have that option. Should in case one day I wake up I'm cold, I have that option. Being that that's written into her genetic code, that's how she gets down. She wants that option. She's not wrong for trying to play the numbers game, but they play the numbers game wrong. Because ladies, if you can play any, mini, miny, mo, your problem is that you like attention. So you believe that you have to have a whole bunch of dudes so you can be like, I want that one, I want that one. Today I'm going to do this, or I'm going to use him for this, or I'm going to do that for that. But the thing is that your power lies in you slimming it down. See, even as a guy that has game, you got to learn how to slim it down also. Because once you start getting a whole bunch of women, and once you start attracting a whole bunch of women, you start to realize, okay, one good girl is worth 10 of these broads that I have right here. So now, instead of going for quantity, I need to go for quality. And when you go for quality, guess what? Your dating pool does this. It slims down. It slims down. And honestly, that's how dudes learn their preference. Women learn their preference backwards. Once they done made a whole bunch of wrong decisions, then they're like, okay, this is the pool of guys that I need to talk to. And see, women don't know how to manage the guys that they talk to. Hence why social media should have kind of helped them, but then in a way it made it even worse, because now she can get more attention. When social media came out, everybody's dating pool greatly grew. Even guys. Guys now had access to women that they didn't have access to before. And the thing is, all right, this about to cut off soon, because my battery just jumped from 30 something to 16 and 23. Okay, it's going back up. But anyway, I'm gonna have to plug this in. But anyway, before we get out of the building, like I said, guys' dating pool greatly increased. This is why dudes go to nightclubs. Nightclubs make their money because women that are from your city or that are from your town, they all get together and they come to one place for you to choose from. And a lot of guys, they got to get liquid courage and stuff. They got to drink or they got to smoke and stuff before they can really approach this woman or whatever. Cool, that's how they make their money. But the thing is, it takes all the women that you normally wouldn't see on a day-to-day basis and bring them to one spot where you can shoot your shot. So when you have the internet and places like Facebook or Tinder or all of these bottom of the barrel places that you guys choose a lot of these women from when you're internet dating, it take that same concept and it brought it here. Because what will happen is that you can go on the girl's Facebook and have a window into the lifestyle that she may live before you shoot your shot. Whereas before, you would just meet this broad at the club and it goes wherever it goes from there. Oh, you have a kid? Okay. On YouTube and Facebook, you know she got a kid. She's in the picture with her kid. You understand what I'm saying? So, you gotta learn how to make it work for you, baby. And hence this is why a lot of you guys get on social media and you guys try to learn the game. Because if you didn't know the game before, it may confuse you a lot more right now. And then you got to have somebody like myself that can actually break that down to you, because it was taboo at one time to take somebody from the club home. You took somebody from the club home back in the day, people would look at you like, yo, are you crazy? But now you're meeting people on the internet and essentially doing the same thing, which is a little bit worse. You understand? 10 years ago, not even, 5 to 6 years ago, if I told you that a complete stranger, our house, hold on. Okay, we should be back. A complete stranger will get into their car and come to your house and pick you up and take you to work. You wouldn't believe me. But look at it now. So the internet is changing, You can sit back and complain about women all day. Certain people gonna get days in. They gonna move. And it makes y'all think that dudes are moving methodically. Ain't nobody moving methodically, nigga. We just got information. We apply the information and you get results. A lot of y'all aren't informed because you don't take action. You could tell who took action. You could tell who knows what they're talking about. Where's the script? Where do I have beside me a goddamn script telling you this shit? This is coming straight off the cuff. How can I shoot from the hip and tell you this and I'm some fake dude? How am I fake? How am I fake? Explain me that. You dig? I ain't got no script. I ain't got no script. You dig? So just play your shit, man. Just play your shit. This ain't nothing to be offended by. This ain't nothing to be in your feelings about. It is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and it's gonna morph into something else. But instead of getting online and need a echo chamber to complain about, you're wasting your time. Go outside, man. Yeah, learn, share, spread, repeat. That's some real shit. What's going on, Lucas? Aqua Dragon, what's going on? Travis, what's going on, man? Hell yeah, Calvin. You know? He said he made a woman checklist criteria, man. Please, man. Shout outs to Obsidian, but it's a whole new day and age, man. It's a whole new day and age, you know. Earlier on Bernard Riley's channel, I was trying to tell him that women get rewarded. They get rewarded for being home wreckers. Women ain't calling out other women for being home wreckers. They're not calling out other women for being home wreckers. Women that know dudes have wives. They get rewarded for sleeping with that dude, even though they were aware that this dude has a wife. They get rewarded for that. Women that are women that are fucked up, that are not victims, they get treated like they're victims. Oh my God, Derek Jackson, he cheated on his wife with me, and he promised me a lifestyle that he couldn't possibly give me. Really? So he's fucked up for that. So you didn't know he had a wife, even though you've known him for 15 years. You didn't know he had a wife. You didn't know he had kids. You didn't know he was in a relationship. You didn't know other women desired him, but you went over his house and slept with him. You seen the car seat in the back seat, and you still dealt with them, but you the victim. And see, they're gonna get treated like they're the victim because when they go on Tasha K's channel, they got receipts and stuff like that. They're her guest. She like, oh, well, I'm not about to go in on this woman. I want her to give up information. Oh my God, sis, he did you so bad. He did you so wrong. Oh my God. Oh my God. Women don't look at cheating like men do, or like anybody else does. You know? Because bonnet or not, Derek Jackson's wife was the victim. But the sad thing about it is that even women looked at Derek Jackson's wife and be like, okay, I see why he did what he did. Yes, sis, I see why he cheated on you. But they're not gonna come out and say that. They can't, because they have to hide behind the cover that they are victims. And, you know, even though he cheated on her to get with you, if you what's going on, Kenny? If you have a serious relationship with him and he were to cheat on you, you would say that he's wrong, even though You took him from another woman. Women are very territorial around other women because they know this. I don't want that bitch around me. There's a certain type of woman that all women know they cannot bring their man around. Same way, there's a certain type of nigga that every guy know he cannot bring his girl around. Not because she's gonna cheat or whatever, but because of how, or for whatever reason, how that person's gonna act. The manosphere is that nigga. I'm not about to put none of my girls on camera and then have her read the weird ass comments y'all be putting in the you know what I'm saying, in the chat, sometimes directed at her. I'm gonna have to whip someone's ass at some point. Damn, Kuda, your girl got big ass titties. Damn, Kuda, your girl, her ass is fat. Damn, Kuda, hey, watch your mouth. Or I know. Or damn Kuda, this one's cute. Or damn Kuda, yo, she might be a feminist. Oh damn Kuda, yo, this, that, and the third. Like, come on, man. Niggas talking about some show your receipts. Nigga, get off my nuts. Because women are lazy also when it comes to dating. Women will love another woman to do the field work and the footwork for her and be able to snatch another man up under her because she don't have to work that hard. Broads don't want to work hard. Women don't look at dating as a learning process. And apparently dudes in this space don't look at it neither. Because dudes feel like they know it all. They feel like there's nothing that they need to learn. And then, or when they do learn a little bit of game, what they've learned online, they go out there, if they go out there, and they realize, damn, this a little bit harder than how it was explained to me online. This a little bit harder than how it was, because, see, a lot of dudes are cheap. We're minimalist. People look at somebody that consult with like Steve Dedeen or Lucario, they look at those dudes like they're dumb. You have to pay some way or some form to get the experience. Whether it's trial and error, whether this girl, she used you for food or your time or your money or whatever, or you were tricking off or whatever, you have to pay to learn. So that's why dudes won't understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's better sometimes to pay a dating coach to kind of skip that process so that you don't get put in a trick bag. You know? Whereas other dudes are like, you dumb. You dumb for paying a dating coach. You dumb for like the information that I told you right now. There's dudes out there that actually pay for that. And they greatly benefit from it. Same thing with the studio equipment. There's a whole bunch of dudes sitting back and laughing at me, which they rightfully should, sitting back and laughing at me that I did not put this information behind the paywall. Honestly. And I don't blame them, because I mean, I'm like, damn, when I look back and I start listening to some of the information that I give y'all, I'm dumb as hell. I'm dumb as hell from a financial standpoint. I'm dumb. I could tailor my conversation where I'm just playing around and just not giving y'all the information and alluding to what I'm talking about. And you got to have a little bit of game to understand what I'm talking about. Or I can do what I do right now and straight up just tell y'all what the problem is. So y'all can sit up here online and think it's cute that, oh, him and his friends, they go out and talk to women just for the sake of talking women and not getting no vagina. Yes. Yes. Do you go outside? Do you understand the concept? Do you know why we're doing what we're doing? Do you know what purpose is for? Instead of sitting back and be like, yo, a man got a purpose or reason why he does certain things. Why would a guy go outside and deal with women without getting pussy or thinking about getting pussy? You never thought that, okay, I need to learn how to build comfort One day, I need to learn how to make women comfortable around me, so that way in the future, when I do run up on something that I really want, I can attract that thing. That concept, it doesn't hold weight with a lot of people that don't understand the game or what they're doing. Why would I have to practice learning how to seduce women? Because if it comes down to me seducing the type of woman that I want, am I supposed to live the rest of my life regretting that, damn, I never approached her, damn, I never really got a chance to talk to her, and we could have been something? And then you got to watch that woman go marry somebody else because at some point you knew she was marriage material, but you never approached her and it never went anywhere. Or sometimes you see this girl turn into a hoe over time in life, and it's like, damn, you know what, if I had approached her and got the relationship out of her that I wanted, she wouldn't have been a hoe. She wouldn't have had to subject herself to that. She could have, I mean, I'm not saying you should save these broads, but you could at least preserved her that way and saved her from herself in that regard, in that respect. So a lot of people don't want to spend a long time making a mistake, or a lot of people don't want to believe that they spent a long time making a mistake, because what happens is it leads you to live with regrets. I see women all the time on social media now that I'm like, damn, you know what? If I had talked to her and pursued the type of relationship that I wanted with that girl, she would have never been doing this, or never been doing that, or never would have gotten knocked up and dealt with those type of dudes. But then at the same time, there's a blessing in it, because like these are the type of dudes that she wants by default. And that's the game. That's not for you to get on social media and get mad about. That's for you to go down to your nearest cigar shop, go get you a Camacho, go look at your phone, and go sit back and just watch. And be like, wow. Wow. This is what they do. You know? That's the game. Well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk today. Thank you for being here. I got about 16% left on this camera. I'm glad that it works. I'm glad that I got multiple devices where I can access you guys. And the channel is going to be getting better. So we're going to play our kalimba. I'm gonna start being Mr. Rogers. Y'all ever watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? I'm gonna have the Charlie and everything, nigga. When I see y'all, I'm like, it's such a great feeling. A feeling to know that I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. Bro, live your life and go have fun, man. It's Player Talks, man. We out. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you. Peace, y'all.